know if you have the grit. Love what you're doing over the Moto. Money, motivation.
That's my technical difficulties. I thought we weren't recording audio, but we were. MoneyVation podcast, we've got Spud Chung here ready to go. Hope that intro got you going. Talking about relevant stuff and more than anything. Multitasking here, got, helping 1,000 clients and getting on our podcast. So fun to co-host. What do you want to get out there, man?
Definitely. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And we really have a great show for you guys. And thank you, Sam, for having me. I really appreciate it. Coming back onto the MoneyVation.club show is, definitely an honor because some of the things that, you've uncovered and shared with me off camera is definitely intriguing. And I'm super interested to have a specific scenario for that situation as well. So if you guys are excited, man, as I am, let's get started.
Yeah, like he said, we bring up a lot of real world stuff in general and how it applies to what we do and how we can help. This past weekend, I was just on the phone with a lot of clients, and one really common thing I hear out there is a lot of people think, hey, I got iffy credit. We all don't got perfect credit. A lot of people got credits maybe lower sixes or mid sixes, and we all want that 700 plus credit score, but because of that, these people were reluctant to take advantage of the low interest rates right now. They're like, oh, it's a waste of time. I don't got good credit. And if you got if you got an interest rate that's a 4.5, right? That was the thing. That was the lowest rate there was 3 years ago. People were like, oh, happy to have that. Well, you can get a 3.5 right now. I know they're advertising 2.9, 2.75. Those are beautiful. But you can, if you got a 640 credit score, guess what? You can still get a 3.5. And so it's still well worth your time. You know what I mean? So I'm talking to a lot of people who are hesitating. They're afraid. I'm like, and then we run the numbers, and it's a no-brainer. They got to skip 2 months payments. That money you save right there, you can be sending as gifts. What do you want for a gift, bro? You know what I mean?
Wow, definitely, man, right now more than anything, if I can get some tickets, man, to the NBA game.
There you go. Next time we save, I don't even know if they got people in the NBA right now.
Yeah,
are you able to attend in person?
No, actually, you know what? I've been trying to follow sports, but as you guys know, it's a little bit difficult to follow sports. Like right now, we just talked about that, but yeah, there was some there was a boycott that happened recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know some teams are allowing attendance, but they're having disclaimers or waivers signed.
Mm-hmm.
That if you catch COVID, you know what I mean, on some teams.
Right.
But it really depends on the team and the location. Here in California, I don't know of any. I heard that it was like in Washington, but so I guess they'll have to send you tickets in for whatever state.
Yeah. Well, whatever you guys want to send, it's all good too. Send foods.
Yeah,
right?
but more importantly, like we said, if your credit ain't perfect, the market is still hot on interest rate. Let's make it happen. That was what I really wanted to emphasize there.
Man, the market. Man.
Yeah.
Speaking of the market, what's your take on current market right now in this area, especially?
Well, here in California, the market is hot. What I am seeing is a steady flow. Unfortunately, because of this epidemic, I've also seen a lot of people losing their house. But I do see that there's a balance. There's a balance in the demand as well as the in the market. So even though there's a lot of houses hitting the market, I see a lot of HUD homes that people can't afford them, so they're losing their house. But there is just as much or even more so buyers. So luckily, this is a little different this time around, where the demand is meeting the market. That being said, a lot of people are trying to take advantage of these low interest rates, but they got no money, and that's probably the biggest hurdle. Me and Yusuf, we've done some awesome videos. I want to say we've gotten down on some on some down payment assistance videos.
Yeah.
But on that note, a lot of people don't have a down payment still. That's probably one of the biggest hurdles.
Could be a challenge.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it's one or the other out there today, man. And this is something I spoke with clients over the weekend. Plenty of clients. It's either you have high credit, and then it's okay to not have a down payment, or you'll have qualify for down payment assistance. But if you don't have, if you have your credit lower or below 660 right now, because the standard's raised, then I would say just be prepared to come out of pocket with that down payment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was a big thing. Just either it's one or the other. If you got lower credit, expect to have a down payment. Or if you have higher credit, then you might be able to qualify. Do you anything else? And what's your take on the market? Anything you want to add?
Wow, it's a little strange. I just got back from the Bay Area. and got a chance to kind of like do some traveling out there, out in Milpitas, Fremont, stuff like that. Man, we actually the first time I just want to speak on this. It's the first time I was able to attend mass since the since pre-COVID. You know what I mean? And it was pretty awesome. Yeah, it was just like wow. But we attend mass obviously in the courtyard. And then I got a chance to go eat at a Korean barbecue. You know the barbecue, the restaurants where you actually have to barbecue yourself, right? So, but this time they switched it up. It's like you don't actually have to cook yourself. They cook it for you, bring it out to the table, and your patio dining. So with that being said, I was out in the Bay Area, and then when I got back to Sacramento, I was thinking, man, what exactly is the biggest difference between the Bay Area living and Sacramento living? Because in the Bay Area, it's so congested, there's so many people out there, and home properties are super high. I mean, the median is what, like 500, 550?
No way. No, Bay Area is a lot higher. I would say the median is closer to 600, 700.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. So for 600, 700 out here in Sacramento area and Roseville, what can they do out here?
Great point. So Fawn's making and bringing up relevant stuff here. First off, there's an influx into Sacramento County from the Bay Area.
Huge.
Just because of that, you'll for $500,000, you can probably find a house that would cost you close to well over $1 million in the Bay Area, depending on what part of the Bay Area. Obviously, I know a lot of people still try to move to the Concord, Antioch area, which is a little less expensive. It's on the outskirts of Oakland. Or going down south, south of San Jose would probably
like Gilroy and stuff.
Gilroy, yeah. Wow. Morgan Hill is still really pricey, but all the outskirts are or you get better deals. Now, if you're trying to just blow all that out of the water, which some people don't mind the commute, they say, well, I want the best house I can get. Then they come to Sacramento County,
right? And
they're seeing that the bang for the buck, like you already know, you $500,000 out here, you'll probably get a house, like I said, that's like a $2 million home in the Bay Area. You'll have a swimming pool and stuff like that. So, great point. On that note, and I guess that's a good transition for one other thing I wanted to talk about is being frank, talking frankly. It's almost better you call your lender, me, or whoever it is. I know that with me, you can be as frank as possible, and I'll see what we need to do. Be it if you have tax issues, you need to fix your taxes, or we'll put you in accountant in touch with an accountant that can get you situated.
A great CPA.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So stuff like that. I think people because of that they're hesitant, or they know they got to fix it, so they just leave it on the to-do list, but never get around to it, and then before you know it, years fly.
That's exactly what it is too. People think by ignoring it or getting around to it later, procrastinating, they think that it will go. Excuse me. That the problem will go away. You said I made a rookie mistake. I didn't put my phone on silent, so sorry.
It was okay. Who was that? Donald Trump? You had to put Donald Trump on the.
I like the way you bounced that. Yeah, exactly. But that being said, I wanted to touch base, go back again on all these Bay Area folks moving into the Sacramento area. I do like the Sacramento area the way it is now, man. You guys want to stay in the Bay Area? Keep staying in the Bay Area because you know what? You guys are driving up the market up here.
Yeah. Before I say that, also, I got clients who were hesitant also because is the market gonna drop? I've been hearing the market wasn't going to drop for the last 3 years.
It's not.
Even if it is, it's impossible to tell. So
I've actually thought that too for a quick second. I was like, man, it's going to really drop. Just wait for the drop. It ain't.
If you're reluctant to make a move because the market's going to drop, wait for the rest of your life for that market to drop. Right. It's like
they're trying to time the market. You can't time it.
At some point, you just got to move and get a great deal. That's the thing too. Let's say the market did drop. I can guarantee you, if the market drops, just juxtapose of it, the interest rates are going to go up.
There's only a small number of people that actually was able to time it correctly. To be honest with you, and the people who didn't do the timing, who didn't have the strategy, just pull the trigger and just made it happen. They like the stories they shared. They're like, oh, I'm so glad I bought it. I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad. It's always been happy. They're never like, oh man, why did I do that? There is a small number of people that didn't time it correctly and they lost out on a big chunk of change. But at the same time, it's very marginal. So if you guys are considering it. And
then that's the thing too. A lot of clients contact me and they ask me that very question: do you think the market's going to drop? Should I hold? For me, it's kind of I hate to say it's a redundant question. I heard it a million times, but it's also kind of like
they want you to validate the excuse of holding back.
Exactly.
They want you to say They want to hear you should hold back. Okay, I'll hold back.
Yeah, no, make it happen. The interest rates are low. It's just like I said, juxtaposely, if the market does or crash, conversely, the interest rates are going to go up. So then, if you are in a position where you're not going to get the deal you are right now, so your payment would work out to the same, all in all.
100%, man. Dang.
Yeah.
So, Wow, that was quite information for you guys to absorb and definitely digest, because timing the market definitely not the best idea. Down payment assistance is definitely on the table still, if you guys want to consider that too. And Sam is a brilliant and a genius that can help you facilitate that.
My bad. I should have showed you guys that shot, the background, the interest rate. That's our interest rate right there, right now in the world as it is now. But no, man, yeah, exactly. So I just wanted to get that out there. Cool. Anything else, man?
You know what, Sam? Thank you again for having me for the MoneyVation Club. You guys stay money motivated.
For sure. Have a good one, guys.